Hello everyone and welcome. This is Tina and today we're going to be using this new Simon Says Stamp March Kit 2014. This is the March Kit of the month, and in it comes the new Lawn Fawn Hello Sunshine paper pad collection. So excited, I love this paper pad collection. Super cute patterns and adorable colors and just overall happy, and it works perfectly with this stamp set because it's got a rainbow and a crayon and a sun and wonderful sentiments. So I'm going to be stamping out the rainbow, and I'm using the colors Love Letter, Dandelion, and Bahama Blue from Memento Luxe inks, and that pattern paper is the inspiration to the card where I have the rainbow top, red, blue, and then yellow. Now these Memento Luxe inks are gorgeous. I love how they stamp out. They are so rich and creamy, and they just leave a beautiful impression every time I stamp. So I would definitely say invest in these. They're very bold and bright colors too, which I love. So I'm just going to line this up here. You'll see me cut this out a lot because my head gets in the way of the camera. So it'll be a little bit of a faster video. This is one of two cards I'm showing you in this video today. So here I am just stamping the red ink, and I'm going to clean it off quickly, stamp my yellow, and then move on to my blue after I've cleaned each section. So there's my little rainbow. So adorable, so cute. I absolutely love it. Super simple card that I'm making. Now I'm getting ready to stamp my sentiment. My sentiment comes with the card kit stamp set, and it says, "You fill my day with," that'll be the first part, and the second half says rainbows. I love it because you can mix and match all these sentiments. You fill my day with sunshine, you fill my day with color. So it's really nice how you can just mix and match those sentiments. Sorry, that was my phone. So I'm just lining rainbow up underneath it, kind of over to the right hand side, making sure that the little swirly part goes over top of the original sentiment. So I picked this nice rainbow striped diagonal pattern paper from the Hello Sunshine paper pad collection, and I'm just going to adhere it all together on the front of my card. I've already got my card scored. It's 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. I hope I got those measurements right. And I'm just going to glue these strips on right beside it and chop it off, and that is pretty much the card. I'll add a few little embellishments. Sequins that came in the pack, they're really nice, hard white pearlescent sequins, so I just put a few on, scattered around the top of the card. I tried to keep everything at the top. That's where I wanted my design to be, and I glued those down with some glossy accents. I didn't bother to show you that part because it's a little bit boring. And then using my Wink of Stella glitter pen to add a little bit of shimmer to the rainbow. And it's really subtle. It's beautiful. So here's my finished card. I love it. So fast, so simple. You can make a lot of these. So my second card is also inspired by the same stamp set and paper pad collection. So I'm going to actually be using the rainbow piece and 2 of the pink polka dotted pieces, as well as I have this mixed media watercolor paper, and I love it because it's like a vellum covering. So when you go to stamp on it, there's no rough texture side. I'm not a big fan of watercoloring, especially with the rough texture side. It's still something I'm getting used to. I like everything to look really smooth. So this works for me for now, so this is what I'm using. So I stamped out the crayon, and I'm going to be using 3 different just distress marker colors. I got Broken China, Barn Door, and Mustard Seed. And I'm just going to take my pens and do a quick scribble on each of them, just the tip and the bottom, and then kind of just a line in the middle. And then I'm going to be using my Tim Holtz detailed water brush to blend it out. So I didn't have any water in it, so I put some water on my craft sheet there, and you'll see that I just dip my pen in there, get it wet, or my paintbrush I guess, and then just kind of move it along the paintbrush. I didn't want the middle to be as dark as the tips and the end, because that's where the focus of the color is going to be. And then I took my perfect pearl mix with just perfect pearls and water, and I sprayed that onto the corner because I wanted my crayons to have a little bit of shine. Like I said, I love having glitter and shine on all my cards, even masculine cards. So I'm just going to color those up. Once they're all colored with some water, just use my heat tool to dry them off because I'm impatient and I don't like to wait. Once they're dry, I'm going to cut them out. You'll see me grab my scissors here in just a moment. And this is a super easy card, real easy to put together. It took me less than 15 minutes, and you could throw a bunch of these together all at once if you wanted to. The sentiments are so great, be used all year round, thinking of your cards, stuff like that. Just something fun to put in the mail for your friends and family. So I kind of go off screen here, but here I am. I'm going to cut all these crayons out, my little red crayons first. And then after I finish cutting all my crayons out, I'm going to take a black marker. This is a Copic brush marker. And I just go along the sides of the image that I cut. And it makes it look like I cut it perfectly, because I am a terrible cutter. I always make jagged edges, or I miss something here, or I cut too deep in there. So it's nice because it just kind of hides all my mistakes. And then we're ready to assemble. So I'm taking my little rainbow confetti pattern paper and I'm putting it on my A2 card base, which has been scored. Once again, it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then I'm going to take these 2 strips of pink paper and put some adhesive on it, and also put that on the sides. And I didn't show you, but I trimmed off the edges. Didn't feel like you need to see that. Give that a little bit of a crease, and then we're going to stamp the sentiment, which will go right in the middle there. And the sentiment that I decided to use was, "You bring color into my life." Now, they also had, "You bring smiles into my life," "You bring happy into my life," "You bring rainbows into my life." So it's "you bring" and then blank and then "into my life," which is the other half. So you can kind of just fill it in. You can even write your own words in there if you wanted to. I'm just using archival jet black ink to stamp that out. And what you don't see here is when I put it up against the confetti rainbow paper, I felt like it blended in too much. So I took my charcoal Hero Arts ink pad, and I just like lightly rubbed. You can see right there, like, got my ink pad out, and the edges are a bit more defined because I just rubbed my ink pad around it. So now I take my crayons and I glued them together to make them kind of look like a pile. And then the paper pack also comes with some matching, or the card kit of the month here, Simon Says Snap, comes with Lawn Fawn trimmings, and this is the first time I've actually used Lawn Fawn trimmings, and I was really impressed because when I made a bow, it was so easy. It was stiff twine, and it just stood into place, and I didn't have to fiddle with it too much. That was pretty much all the fiddling I did. And then when I cut it, I wasn't worried about the thread coming undone. So definitely love the Lawn Fawn trimmings. I want to get every color in it now. So I'm just going to assemble my card with some pop dots or foam adhesive. So I'm just taking some of these squares, and I'm going to make sure that I do it for the sentiment piece as well as the crayons, and then I'm going to stick them on my card. And it's really that simple. I don't add any sequins or Wink of Stella glitter pen. Probably the only card you'll ever see me not use it because I had the perfect pearl shine, so it was good. Just position that in the middle. So I took the 2 middle pop dots off, so I was able to have some sort of, I guess, wiggle room if I needed to move it around, and then I'd take the sides off. And you'll see me do that here with the crayons too. So I'll take the middle one off, and then I'll position it on my card. So that way, if I don't have, like, when I go to pull it up, I'm not pulling all the pop dots up. And then once I have it in place, I'll go through and pick up the ones that are all underneath that haven't been taken off yet. And there's my card, all finished and complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe this video. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as well as my blog. Leave a comment below if you like this, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.